Hi, I'm Jennifer of Unset Ways, Yoga and Mindful Movement. In this practice, you may like to have a blanket and a bolster or maybe a large couch cushion to support you. Go ahead and grab what you need and I'll meet you back on your mat. Today we'll start in an easy seat with crossed legs, hips rooting into the earth, tall spine with the crown of the head reaching to the sky. And let's find a gentle gaze ahead of us, or even close your eyes to start to turn inward and begin to communicate with your body. We'll find a nice gentle breath as we start to scan and notice how our body feels today. Gently blink open your eyes. And from here, we're going to lower our right hand to the earth and reaching our left arm up and over into a nice side body stretch. You're welcome to lower yourself all the way down to that right elbow, or even bring in a pillow for support. We also want to have a nice wide open chest space between the shoulders. And for the gaze, you can either be looking ahead or looking upwards towards your left arm, even looking downwards towards your right. So find which detail helps you feel the best sensation in this stretch. We'll root down with the left hip and find that nice gentle breathing once again. So in this practice today, we'll be working to open the liver and gallbladder channels. The gallbladder runs along the length of each side body on both sides. And when we are constantly stressed or pushing through, the body's tissues along this line stay tightened and protective, trapping tension within. On your next inhale, let's come back up to sitting tall and take some gentle neck rolls side to side. And then we'll find support with our left hand, reaching the right arm up and over into the stretch, keeping the chest wide and open. And then find the right head and neck position for yourself today. Return to that gentle gaze. And let's open that right side body. By opening these pathways, it communicates safety to our nervous system. It becomes detoxifying and allows us to more freely move and breathe, opening up that rib space. And we can stop being in reaction mode to outer stimuli and listen within to what attention our own body needs. So I invite you to find some more gentle breathing here as we tune into ourselves. On the next inhale, let's go back to sitting up tall and a couple of neck rolls to soothe us in between, little intuitive movement here. From here, we'll come into Dragonfly, which is a straddle posture. It doesn't need to be too strenuous. If you do have a sensitive lower back, you may like to place a little wedge of blanket underneath your hips, allowing your pelvis to tip forward. This takes pressure off the lumbar vertebrae there. As well as if you have super tight hamstrings, you could place a little pillow under each of your knees, and that alleviates some of that tension there. If you like, we could also have a bolster ready in front of us for when we do our forward fold. So whether you're folding all the way to the floor or propping it up to support you here, either way gets us into our own bodies in the perfect amount. So let's start by doing a few pulses forward, just to engage our body into the movement we're about to do. Want to have nice relaxed legs and feet, and allowing our hands just to support us on the earth as we do these gentle movements forward. Find easy breathing. And now let's sit up tall. We'll hinge at the hips, and then again, you can fold all the way forward to the floor or build your pillows up to the height that you prefer. You'll want to find a nice stretch on the inner thigh, which is where the liver meridian runs all the way up the inside of the legs. And the inner legs and hip space can hold a lot of emotion and protection. We want to move gently and not worrying about advancing flexibility, but finding that sensation that allows your body to feel a stretch, but allows opening as well, to allow circulation to flow, and for your body to realize that we're in a position of safety. So continue with some more relaxing breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly walk yourself back up to a seated position. You can keep your bolster nearby. You may like it for the next posture. We're going to place our hands behind our knees and one at a time, bring them a little more together here. And we'll take them into a windshield wiper kind of motion to help release the hips a bit. And from here, we're going to come into sleeping swan. So we can start out in sort of a deer pose here. We'll have our right leg facing the top of the mat or angled, whatever feels most comfortable to you. And then you could bring in a bolster for when we forward fold in front there. And on the right leg, you're going to be feeling a stretch sensation on the outside of the hip. And then we're going to roll ourselves towards our center, allowing the left leg to extend back. And this, you may feel sensation of a stretch on the inner thigh and the front of the hips there. So let's start out in a heart raised position. We'll take a nice deep breath in, big exhale, and slowly lower yourself down onto your bolster, or you're welcome to lower all the way to the floor, whatever feels most comfortable for you today, and come to a rest on one ear or the other. And find that gentle breathing once again. Taking notice of any sensations that you feel within your body. And we'll slowly walk ourselves back up, allowing ourselves to roll back on that right hip and come back into the center of our mat. We'll return to those windshield wiper movements, help release the hips a bit. And then we'll take this to the other side. So feel free to bring your bolster along with you if you like. Again, we can line up that left shin to the top of our mat or have it angled, whatever works best for you. And then we'll extend the right leg back. And find that position where your hips are squared up. Heart space lifting forward. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. And slowly lower yourself down either onto your bolster or mat. And find a rest on one ear or the other. And slowly come back up, rolling onto that left hip, bringing your feet a little closer together and into those windshield wipers to release the hips. And so find a comfortable seat. We're going to be doing an acupressure point called Gallbladder 20. And I'm going to turn around so that you can see the positioning on the back of the skull here. So with your hands cradling your skull, you'll find that ridge at the back. And with your thumbs, you can feel the big ropey tendons of the trapezius muscle as they parallel downward along the spine. And so we'll go just right outside of where those tendons are, again, just below that ridge of the skull. So you'll find a little dip there that you can sink your thumbs into. And again, create a little cradle with your hands for your skull. We want to relax the shoulders away from the ears. And allow yourself to close your eyes or have that gentle gaze, returning to a calming breath. These points can help us find ease from headaches and eye tension, and even some sinus congestion. And from here, keep your eyes closed, but allow yourself to relax and drop your hands down into your lap. And find a restful stillness. You can sit in reflection and take this moment just for you. Thank you for joining me today. This style of gentle, sensation-led practice is part of my body listening workshop. Find the details in the link in my bio.